Good morning, everybody. Let's make sure that the mic is on and all that fun stuff. How y'all doing? Let me get into the chats here. John, yes, it is working over on Facebook. And I've got my other chats up as well. So, hey, Thomas and Robert Lonis over on Twitch and everybody on YouTube. How you doing? Ken Boltman, Dana, Eric. Home improvement tips. This is a good and creative fish. Are you calming and palming? Yeah, man. Um, let's see. John Coffey, Robert Lonis over here as well. I think I said that already. Yes. Kevin Stokes, Kevin Thomas Matthews, Eric. If I say your name twice, I'm sorry. Hello, everybody. um, howdy. Bill Wheel, Thomas Goodamoot. How do, man? How do? Granddad's Ford, Jeff Woodring. Hey. Okay, so I think I'm okay. Is quality all right? I think I'm okay. Um, what state am I in? 29 inches in 12 hours. Talking about Dana. But yeah, I think I've got it kind of figured out, at least for out here. Had a lot of issues trying to get started, but I'm in. I'm good. I'm streaming to 3 platforms, all great. So yeah. Today I'm going to kind of work a little bit on what I was working on last week, consolidating some of that Damascus. I've got that heated up, and also I have to make 3 legs for a bird feeder. The bird feeder is not in the shop right now. It's actually outside the shop because it's like 14 foot tall. And I need to make 3 legs to go out and then sink into the ground for stability. And then I have to wheel my welder out there and Circle of Death on Facebook. Oh no. I got to wheel my welder out there and finish putting it together and then run an extension cord and grind it all up and then strap it to the top of the truck and bring it to the customer's house. So, yeah. Big item. Rob Huff finally closed on the house. Party at Rob's place. Is it the one 2 doors down from me? Because I think he said he's closing soon too. Facebook's fine? All right, Bob. All right. Technically, this is going live in 4 places. Twitch, YouTube, my personal Facebook, and shared to my Island Metal Forge Facebook, and of course to any other Facebook groups y'all want to share them to. Don't care. Share them if you want. I think we're good for the show. So I'm going to switch cameras. Clean this piece off a little bit, throw some flux on it, and give it a few taps. Or, heat it back up and give it a few love taps. Hey, Asparagus. What's up, Paul Fontanini? But yeah, I'm going to try and keep an eye on all 3 of these chats. I dread the day that they all start flying. Come on, I know you're in there. Open up the hand gripper. All right. Let it roll. Let that roll a bit. Schooner! Snow, what snow? Jeff Killian, how'd do? My voice is deeper on Facebook. Thought I went through puberty. Nah, I didn't do that. Why would I do that? um, Home improvement. Yeah, I have the dual camera setup. This camera right here is actually just a standard run of the mill webcam that I have plugged in. The other one is actually a Panasonic G7, Lumix G7. So it's a much better camera, and I have it zoomed in on the work. And I use that to switch so that when I'm using my power hammer, nice close up of it. Want that whole thing to get nice and hot. Sharing is carry. Sharing is caring. But I'm going to give this a few love taps with the hammer and then switch it over to the power hammer. Yeah, this way, if I forget to switch cameras, you guys can still see me up here in the corner. Circle of death for a few seconds. Man, it's got to be my internet. Hey, Shane. YouTube's dropping out a bit. Yeah, I'm watching the little. I got red dot on OBS. Aaron Finn, how do? It's just there's been just an issue with my internet. I've been tracking it throughout the week with different speed tests and everything. I mean, I even tried hardwiring it and didn't get a difference. It legit. I may drop the YouTube, the Facebook side, and see if that improves the other two. I'm about to, Ken. I'm streaming direct through Restream. I found out it is not a Restream issue. All right, let me pull from Facebook. Sorry, Facebook. Okay. I stopped the Facebook stream. And it's still having an issue. I think it's solid. Last week I did do a pretty good job of solidifying it. Yep, kapow to Facebook. And I'll tell you guys right now, it's not the multiple streaming, okay? It's not the multi-streaming because I was having this issue. I was able to multi-stream fine for like 3 weeks. And it started happening on a Sunday. On a Sunday, I only streamed to YouTube. So, and it's not Twitch because when I stream gaming to Twitch, it's fine as well. Or, it was fine. The issue started a couple weeks ago on a Sunday. It's not the multi-streamer. And it's not my computer because I've been using this laptop for 6 months. I live in a rural area with poor quality internet. That's the only thing I can think of. Hey, Gary. No. All right, I'm okay. I have a readout in my broadcasting software that tells me what the connection to the internet, what it is putting out to the internet. It tells me in kilobytes per second and dropped frames. Right now, I am at 9,000 and dropped frames, 23% and rising, at 1,100, 1,000 kilobytes. Okay. It's bouncing between 1,000 and 2,000 kilobytes. So it'll go up and then buffer, and then go up and then buffer. That's what's going on. If this keeps up, like if I have another Wednesday like this, guys, I'm probably gonna call it for Wednesday shows until I can get this sorted out. I need to swap the dies here for a second. Try adding flux to the laptop. Test. I got audio on my end. It just, I'm at 30% drop frames. Lower the bit rate going out. See if that kind of helps. Can't change my dies because why I didn't change the dies earlier today. My socket set's in my work truck. The trouble is, some take them off. No audio. Test. Test. Yeah, the audio is acting weird. Um, I've had about up to here with this. I wish I could say the same, Nidavellir. How you doing, buddy? How do, River Rat Forge? Adios, Home Improvement. Thanks for stopping by. I changed some settings on my microphone. Hopefully that kind of solves the issue. Try turning some of it up. Yeah, see, it's so dang quiet without that setting. Test. Yeah, now it's crazy loud. Test. 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 Looking for other Smiths on here? Man, yeah, I dual stream Twitch and YouTube. I started out as pretty much strictly YouTube live streaming, then did a couple videos and then more live streaming and then more yada yada, and recently decided to cut into Twitch. And of course, 3-4 weeks into doing that or so, my internet starts having problems, and I'm having issues with the dual streaming. Actually, I'm having issues with any streaming. It's insane. But thanks for checking me out, man. Will do, Home Improvement. All right. Let's get back to it. Get a bit risky here. Got some safety device for when your hands are all up in those smashy parts, Yamez? Yeah, don't do that. Let's put it this way: if your hands get caught in this power hammer, it's hamburger, you know. But unlike a press, where if your hand gets caught in it, this is just moving up and down. If it hits my hand, I can pull my hand out of the way. Emergency stop, take my foot off. You know? All right. Now, as for what I'm going to do with this piece of Damascus, as of right now, I'm not entirely certain. So, in case I decide to make a hammer out of it, in which case I would just cut it in half and stack it again and then square it up. I'm going to leave it like that for now, because the other option I have would be, you know, rounding it up, twisting it, stretching it out, cutting it up, stacking it, and making a bar to do stuff with, you know. I'm going to leave it at that for now while I decide, because I do have another project in mind. Another project I have to take care of. Started on coal, do not miss it one bit. Man, I love coal. I've got a propane forge or two floating around the shop, but hey, dog bone. While I was changing the dies, turn the switch off so that it's not running, Bill. Don't step on the, yeah, turn the switch off so it's not running. Hey, Roy. Audio is clear now on both platforms. All right, yeah, that was a setting that I had for this for keeping background noise down that I turned off. You have good audio wherever I am in the shop now and no spinning circles. Well, I turned my bit rate, my sending bit rate all the way down to 1400, you know, which is crazy low, and I'm holding green at 1600. So I guess that's the solution, is turn the bit rate down. You guys may get just a slightly lower quality, but it won't buffer. So hammer naturally rests in the up position, unlike steam or air hammers. The hammer rests in whatever position I decide to stop it at. There's a brake that stops the wheel from spinning. You know, when I let off the treadle, Like if you watch right here, the treadle basically moves a lever that lifts the motor up against the wheel, and when you let go of the treadle, the lever comes back and pushes a brake up against the wheel. So if I push down on it, I can move the hammer around, let off of it, and I can stop it. You know, it's literally just a wheel. Hey, necktie. Well, I was processing a little bit of Damascus, just getting it, consolidated a bit. Right now, I've got to do some legs for a 14-foot tall bird feeder that I'm working on. The bird feeder is actually too big to fit in the shop, or too tall for the shop, so I've been doing most of it outside. But I got to forge out a couple legs, just taper an end, then give it a bend, then give it another bend, clean it up, and wheel my welder out and weld them on. It's just a simple project. Not at all. It's for my aunt, and she's just like, yeah, I just want a bird feeder. She didn't want anything special. She had a 20-foot piece of 3/4 rebar in her in her backyard. She gave it to me and said, make this into a bird feeder. Just at the end, bend it over, and after all the bends and everything, and adding extra arms, the total height's around 14 foot, and maybe more. I don't know. I didn't actually get a measurement on it. Might not be a mighty ice fisherman yet, but working on it. You have that. You go right ahead. Yeah, speargrass. And River Rat Forge, so if you're still watching, so you know who I'm talking to other than that is people on the YouTube chat. But I'll get a picture of it once it's all done and set up. Hey, High Desert. Happy birthday to her, Bill. I wouldn't say best, but they're sure cool. You didn't hear that. Uh-oh, I see a bunch of clappy hands. Robert Lonis, $10 super chat. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. Yamez question, what's the PSI of the tire and how is the tread wear? Asking about the life of the tire and if it only wears in the middle or flat across. Well, PSI, not really sure. I think it's full, regular PSI. I didn't lower it or nothing. Doesn't have any leaks, so I don't have to really change it. And as for tread wear, I would think minimal to none right now. But I mean, if you think about how it works, the breaker really only hits it. It's smooth metal that stops it. So it's not like it's, sandpaper or asphalt or something. And it's a smooth aluminum wheel that drives it. So I can't really imagine changing this tire too many times, unless it dry rots and pops off or something. It's not like I'm going to run over a nail. That's all I really need for that. Just kind of a point. Yeah. Simple, simple. And then I'll bend this side up to weld onto it. Jeep broke down in the middle of the driveway. Oof. That sucks. What's up, Selbert? If you leave the point square and not round and twist, it stays in the ground better. I ain't too worried about that. This is going to be a 4 points in the ground. 16 inches roughly across. What's up, Danimals? Wayne, wonder if you could put an hour meter on it to see how many hours you can use that hammer before it wears out, or that tire. Honestly, not worried about it. If it pops, I've got 500 tires in the backyard. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Yep. Quick, simple, and spread out. Oh, and Thomas on Twitch talking about a twist on a square point will go in fine, or will, like, if it's just a single thing, sure. But this is a 4-point piece. The twist won't make a difference. If anything, the twist will make it more of a pain in the butt. Just kind of thinking about it. I mean, really all I need to do is just a quick point on the end. You know? I mean, I could even take a grinder and just grind it like that and be completely fine. Hey, Tech. And in case anybody's wondering or whatever, there is a reason why this particular thing is lacking in much decoration or you know, flair. First and foremost, it's free. It's purely utilitarian, and most of this will be underground. You know, so there's like absolutely no reason for decor. Hey, Alexis Project 20, how do? Good evening, I hope so. Losing bitrate again. They're talking cars and trucks over in on the YouTube chat. I got no clue about any of that, you know. Trying to help Roy get his Jeep started. Tell you guys, I am tired. Thomas used to be a mechanic? You're lucky. Almost dead coffee. Just outed him in the comments section. Come now, Speargrass. Look, a jellyfish. I'm half tempted to put that jellyfish in a, you know, big crucible and just melt it down. If it sits in my room, it collects rust or dust. If it sits out here, it'll collect rust. You know, it needs to go and sit on a, you know, counter somewhere at a seafood restaurant. Sacrilege. No, I don't think Roy's rich though. I think Roy spends all his extra money sending out free anvils and junk like that. Free anvils and free swedge blocks and free what do you say? Forges. I need a year of the swedge block sticker, Roy, and a year of the forge. What's up, Valhalla? How do? Hey, Rock Mike. Nice, Alexis Project. I do love the neatest emoji I have here on YouTube is this one. Well, you can't see it over there. That's my Moabo. But as of right now, I think I'm the only one that can use it because I'm the only member. I just haven't done the member stuff yet. I'm not even considering setting up channel memberships right now with the issues that I've been having. I wouldn't say overrun by Aussies. Invaded, maybe. Adios, Tech. What's that, Alex? You gonna make a trip over here to the States? Right, Alexis? Unique emojis are fun. Tired as I feel. It's been a weird day, man. It's been a really weird day. Started out with a weird job, just gave a bad vibe for the day, and then it's like between jobs, I was dealing with some stuff online, and it was just people having problems. I'm trying to solve the problems, and they're just not helping. And it's like, they're like, I have a problem with this. It's like, well, can I see, a screenshot of that? No. Well, I can't help you then. Well, you're supposed to help me, but you need to send me a screenshot. And how do I know you're really the person to help me? Ugh. All right. Don't then. Bye. And then they go, nobody's helping me. What are you going to do? Yeah, Maker, we're going to have more weather this weekend over here. I know that. But yeah, just been dealing with people all day, and then jump on here, and I've got internet issues first freaking thing. It's like, oh, come on. Right, Rock Mike? But I ain't complaining. I mean, tomorrow's another day. Today was just, you know. But next week, I will say this. Next week, I am going to attempt to only stream YouTube again. Go back to only streaming YouTube and see how much issues I have, you know. Because if it is flat out my internet, pirate my own broadcast, right? AM transmitter. Big ass tower. Alright, those are the 3 legs, and basically they will each of the three, they will each go on a side like that, like at a 120-degree angle or so. Yeah, this bird feeder's got three, or this bird feeder stand has got 3 bird feeders on it, and if it moves with these 3 outriggers and the central leg, which is 3/4, then I'm sorry, I'm gonna just dig a hole and fill it with concrete. Call it a day. Rock Mike, earlier today I worked on a bit of Damascus. Just now I made 3 legs for a 14, 15-foot bird feeder stand. So, like a triple, it's got 3 shepherd's hooks on it, you know, and, well, it'll have 3 legs. But, yeah. Hey, I want one of them tools, Robert. One of these days I'm going to get one of them tools. That looks handy as hell. But yeah, plan being quick, dirty, and simple. You know, I just finished. The thing's too big to bring in the shop and work on. So I had to make these in here. I figured I'd do them live, and then tomorrow after work, I'll wheel my welder out, run a cord for it, wheel the welder out, or bring it around back here or something, I don't know. And I was an idiot. I didn't bring it around back when I was working on it before. I brought my propane forge out front, lit it up front, and worked on it out front. You know, I just now realized I've got a big roll door right there. So, yeah, but next stop is for me to clean all this stuff up with a wire brush, bring it over to the welder, weld it, and you know, give it a nice brushing. And she wants it spray painted copper color, and it's like, all right, spray paint instead of wax, sure. Hey, Britton Hammer. Yeah, it's been a weird headspace. Definitely. All right. Back working on the Jeep. You have a good day. Tell Tom I said hi. No, it just Rust-Oleum spray paint. Rust-Oleum copper-colored spray paint, Rock. That's it. Squirrel stop? I ain't worried about a squirrel stop. I told her that there was going to be squirrel problems with the fact that she's having me use 3/4-inch rebar. And she goes, oh no, the squirrels can get up there fine, you know. It's just I want it that high because of the cats. You know, so the cats don't try to jump up at the birds. It's like, okay. So, etching primer? Nope, just straight up copper spray paint, Rust-Oleum. Done. You know. What I'll probably have to do for that, because, you know, weather outside and everything, is I'll have to bring it in after I've got it finished and everything, bring it in, set up a couple stands in here to prop it up, lay it across them, and then spray paint it and let it dry in here all up in my way, you know. But anyway, guys, I know it's a short show today, but I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I'm done. So I'll probably throw down on Goodnight Fire and, chit-chat for a bit, throw down on Goodnight Fire and, call it a night, get in, get cleaned, and, yeah, people have got it. People are leaving for dinner and all that fun stuff. Howdy, Charlie May. Not letting you make fun of Crocs there, Britton Hammer. Yeah. Crocs rocks. I love Crocs. Oh yeah, Mr. Maker, I tell you what. Some days, I'm not a freaking smoker, but some days, dang, some days it's just it'd be like it'd be nice to blaze and sit in the bathtub and just like watch the walls move. I look pale. Am I sick? No, it's probably just the camera adding adding diseases. But maybe a necktie pulley hammer set up for what? Man, on the subject of Crocs, I tell you, and anybody out there who has worn them probably won't, like, unless they're like extremely paranoid about what other people think, will agree with me. It's like, you know what? It's like Nickelback. They get hate for no real reason, and it's like, like Nickelback, like Guy Fieri, like the movie Waterworld, like, it's like they get hate for no good reason. And it's funny because it's like they are so comfortable. Once you put them on and once, they've kind of molded to your feet and you've worn them for, a bit, once they break in, it's like you put them on and they're not even there. Whatever happened to Penny at New Penny Forge, I have no clue there, Charlie May. No clue at all. Last I heard, she's doing okay. She got into acting, as far as I know, but that was about a year ago that I heard about that, so I have no clue. Transcendental Artist Studio. So, Sully, so how'd the internet work tonight? It sucked. I had to drop my bitrate way the heck down. I pulled from one of the streams that I was running. It was just a nightmare today. It really was. Right now it's like I'm running at 1500 kps or kbs. And it's just Fanny Packs. I used to like Fanny Packs, but then I started wearing things with pockets. I got no problem with Fanny Packs, but like, other than the fact that what do you need them for? You got pockets, It's like, you got pockets or carry around a freaking, if you got that much stuff that you need a pack, a little messenger satchel, instead of a full backpack. I lived in Key West where some of that weird, you ignore some of that like stigma of stuff and you just do what you need to do. Like I had brought a backpack everywhere I went the entire time I was down there. I bought a backpack specifically for it. For when I'm riding around on my moped, I need me a backpack. I got my Crocs, my board shorts, my Hawaiian shirt, my backpack, my bandanas, and my Costa sunglasses, or Oakley. Um, so, yeah, grab your man purse. Exactly. I don't need it hanging on my waist. You know, when you need it, it's nice. Absolutely. You know, electrical beams got to get grounded as often as possible, barefoot on the earth, not concrete and asphalt. Yeah, absolutely. I can agree with that. You know, I wear cargo pants as much as I can in the winter, or I mean in the summer. Cargo shorts. Some winter, I pretty much toss on whatever I have laying around. Thanks, Britton Hammer. While I do try to toss on some pants when I go run up to the Dollar General or to the, when I go into town for something, so often I'll just, I'll head out in my sweatpants. Been a smooth stream since adjusting. I'm glad to hear that because this little red dial thing, this little meter it's just bouncing. It's been holding red most of the time. But yeah. Canadian gooses are barrel-chested, majestic. Bump. But yeah, on that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. And get inside and relax. Find a movie, toss it on, just shut my phone off and ignore the world. All good, Britton Hammer, all good. Yeah, no, I agree. Though on the pajama bottoms or pajamas and stuff, I agree. If you can avoid it, don't go out in public. But like, for example, Dollar General and the Duck Through the gas station, McDonald's / General store is, it's like it's just right there. It's a mile or two up the road, and I'm there fairly regularly. They know me. I walk in, they're like, "What up, Yamez?" I walk into the gas station. Dude's got 2 packs of cigarettes and a Arizona sweet tea sitting right there on the counter for me. So, Canadian gooses. Yes, I'm talking about Canadian gooses. So yeah, I feel no shame in walking over there. Heading up there. Wearing my freaking pajama stuff. Benoit Danault. I remember you before you changed your name to Canadian Necktie. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad you stuck around. I was actually wondering what happened to you there, Benoit. Benoit. So I ain't dying the goat. No. But anyway, let's move on to Goodnight Fire. We'll call it a night. I do need to get on my editor and speed this up a smudge. It is painstakingly slow. Dang it, I'm going to have that song stuck in my head. Yeah, I know folks in Key Largo too. Goodnight Fire. Goodnight Coal. Goodnight Embers. Goodnight Glow. Goodnight Hammer. Goodnight Tongs in the Rack. And Goodnight Osagi. Goodnight Steel. From yellow to black. Anvil is quiet. Still is the Tweer. Good night, blacksmiths. Everywhere. Alright, see who can blow out the candle. Give it a try. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Alright, guys. Have a good one.